Morning, everyone. Vindy here with FuturestraderElite. We don't know if anybody's been trading in pre-market today, but it's been moving in pre-market this morning, that's for sure. ATR hasn't been real high. It got sort of high a few times, but it's just making some wide ranges. All started overnight last night. Anybody was trading overnight and was able to catch that dump or that long when it dropped like 200-300 points or whatever it was. We have of course, there's a reboot link at the very beginning of the chat, Discord link, and then there's a link to the Trader Mindset book in case anybody was interested in that. $30 likes on the stream today, and I'll be giving a copy of that away to somebody in chat. And don't forget to smash that like button on the stream maybe before we get started. I was in a trade myself in pre-market and took a long. Let me see if I can find it back here. I was long down in this area over here where all these EMAs were starting to cross. And I think I was in at like 967 or something. And I got up to about here somewhere, getting close to that 4-hour zone. And Bullinox disconnected from NinjaTrader. And so I was stuck. I had orders in place on the chart, but it disconnected, so I couldn't see it. And then it took me forever to get logged back in. Luckily, it kept running. I had some stops down here, never took them. I had some buy orders set overhead. Luckily, it worked out. Usually, when I'm in a trade and it freezes on me like that, I usually end up in the red somehow. I tried to fine-tune some adjustments with the stream software yesterday as well when I got done. Hopefully the stream will do better. I know it don't drop often, but sometimes it'll be, it'll drop 2 days in a row. Although it seems like most of the time when we reboot, the reboot does fine the rest of the time. Trying to get it to where it don't do that at all. So we got about 7 minutes or so to go before the market opens. I need to probably adjust some things on my chart possibly. So like this 4-hour zone here that it's already pierced through, I'm going to move that box to the top of this 4-hour candle, which is about right up here somewhere. And then we'll have there's some stack there now, pre-market high, previous day high, overnight high. Key thing here, say they open the market up and want to take this up pretty fast. Could think if we're getting exhausted on multiple time frames, we can be looking in this area for a short play. If they pull back, I'm going to be looking for a long play somewhere down the 30-minute 50 EMA down here around 962. And of course, we have our pre-market low down here, 941 or so. But the way that they done threw in this crazy candle and wicked down to the 30, they threw this one in and wicked down past the 15. If they consolidate price here, well, it's probably going to move one way or another, but it'll get these 350s closer. But if it starts expanding, they will spread apart. We're, of course, in a bullish on the morning, coming up through pre-market, for sure. You know, we still have quite a bit of imbalance. Well, it took some of the imbalance out of the chart when we spiked down over here earlier. Huge drop overnight there. V-shaped right back up like 150 points across 3 minutes or something like that. And then a slow drop. ATR dropped. As soon as it got back up here, ATR dropped and slow grind to the downside. And you see whatever it did overnight here, now we have what we have here with this bullish trend line looking like pretty good here. We'll see if they want to keep driving this up when the market opens. Just be prepared, have a trade plan. Let's see if I can go find us some imbalance anywhere off the higher time frame. This wick down right here, when they did this move to the downside, it cleaned out most of the imbalance that was in most time frames. Cleared out the 5, it cleared out the 15, cleared out the 30-minute there was, because I had all of them drawn on my chart. Removed them before I went live. I don't know if there is any more. It's going to be way on down. You know, they'd have to take it down to find some imbalance. Right now, the ATR is around 7 or 8. Try to see if we can't get them likes up in that stream pushed out there today. See if we can land some new members in the community and some subs on YouTube. We got 5 more to go to hit 700 on YouTube. Be another big milestone. I wanted to hit it by the end of this month, and we still have several days left. Special K's here morning, Merlin's here morning, Remod, Swain, and whoever else might be here. Don't be shy to jump in the chat and let us know you're here. I'll see if I can keep my rants to a minimum today. We got about a minute, 20 seconds or something like that before the market opens. So remember, as traders, we can't control the market conditions. But what we can control is discipline, patience, risk, rules, psychology, and consistency. If we stick to that, we should be fine. Coming down, we got about 50 seconds or so to go. You see they keep, every time it wick down there, they keep pushing up. They're consolidating here. I have a feeling that they're going to try to whip this at the open one way or another. I'm going to think I might put an order down here by the 30, 50 EMA down here possibly. Or I might just wait, let them open and ride out and see what they want to do, you know. What's up, Jake? Market's open. Don't want to jump into this too fast. I was going to front load order there at the 30, but it could, you know, I don't want them to push it down further. It's a nice push off the 30 though. Wow, beautiful push off the 30. Would have been a nice scalp out of the 30. Oh, why didn't I set my order there? It's part of it. You know, maybe if they can, they might chop us around here. The ATR is around 26. You know, maybe if they pop up above this consolidation zone, could maybe play it long to the pre-market high or higher. That's messed up, Jake. Yeah, all them props have a few different rules about that trailing. Most time they trail in the eval all the way up. So, and then once you go to fund it, it'll lock in. You know, say on with Apex, if it's a 50K, once it goes funded, I think if you put it as, what is that? You get past 52,100, it locks at 50,100 and won't trail anymore. But then if you get down to that, it blows or something. I've blown a many evals that were in the green when, even though they was blown, they was green. So don't want to get too wild here and jump in. Seems like coming out of the zone down here would be decent for a push. Might have to take one here for the long. See if they try to push this to the top side. Did 3 minis to get the eval passed. A lot of times I'll use minis in my evals, or I did anyway. Maybe we can get the push here to the pre-market high. You know, it's lining up for some expansion, but they might whippersaw this around just a tad bit here. Although oil is going up a little bit, so they act like they want to keep it above the 30 minute, the 15 minute, and the 5 minute so far. It's a fight. They could break above the 1 minute 50. We should see some expansion to the upside for sure. But if we can get it far enough, a decent green candle, I'm going to put a stop in just in case. That way I can be out of the trade for now. They want to keep whippersawing it around. Come on, let's push. Find them legs and push. Try to be patient here. Nice. Keep. Oh, come on, push. Get above the 50 on the 1 minute. Come on, beautiful. Keep going. Let's go. Nice push. Push, 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 push. Come on, let's go push. Ooh, they said not today, Vindy, not today. We're gonna come knock you out before we do push. So if you did 3 minis to get the eval pass, Jake, it sounds like you probably blew it by, barely blew it. Sounds like you was really close to passing, and then maybe it did something crazy. Thanks, Swain. I think they're gonna go on probably get some expansion to the upside here. Yeah, $700 away. Special K's in it long. Excuse me. Ooh, nice price. She's in at 992, just above the golden pivot. Don't forget to smash that like button on the stream today. If for some reason we need to restart, there's a reboot link at the beginning, Discord link, and mindset book link. Yeah, I've seen that time and time again, Jake. I get knocked out of a trade, and then somewhere within the next 10 minutes, the move that you was waiting on actually happens. Had I been logged in overnight last night, I'd have been in that 150 point drive back up when it dropped. But I wasn't trading, but I had trading view open. I just happened to walk past the screen while that drop was being put in. I was like, wow. I come over here and looked at it for a minute and seen it starting to bounce, and it had a bunch of momentum, and I was thinking, man, they're about to take all this back to the top. And that's what they did in 3 minutes. And then slow grinded all the way back down. You could think that they might try to drive us here on up into this area if they can get there. You have both these 4-hour zones stacked up here with the prior close above the top one, but you have pre-market high, previous day high, overnight high. Ideally, you would probably not want to play the first zone if you're thinking about shorting with the pre-market high. You would want to see it, because if they can get up here, they might do something crazy, wick out, tag its area, or they could just blow through it. We'll see if it's exhausted when it gets up there across all 3 lower time frames. It should be. I know it will be on the 1 and 2, but on the 5-minute, it might be exhausted in the first zone. But they can leave it exhausted, overbought, and keep pushing. Jake said something about there was some fake news or something. Was a fake the news was a fake war, they said. Yeah. It's all it takes, though, sometimes. All it takes. Where are we going? Like Special K's trying to see if she can't squeeze 100 points out of it. With two. In down by the golden pivot. Still long. And you're funded. Even better. Good job. Morning, Melinda.
Morning, Melinda.
We've got 100 points of range inside our orb right now. Still has 3 minutes to close. Bullish it is. That's for sure. Maybe the ATR is around 16. It's, you know, you'd think it would be a little higher, but it's not. It's a good thing, I guess. Not gonna jump around so much, but still gonna wait on the sidelines here, see if they get a push into that previous day high or overnight high, all that up there. They're getting to be exhausted on the 5, getting close. The 1 and 2 is ready, but we need, I think if we get a push up into this area and get that 5 a little exhausted, we'd be looking better for the short play if anybody wants to short up there. Ooh wee. That made my screen freeze. What in the world? Time to size down. Wild. Wild. That thing happened so fast, went straight to the 50 on the 1 minute. Oh, Daniel says there's PMI news.
Let's move it out. Tell me about what you.
Look at this, so bullish. What are they doing? Yep, they are getting it extended on the 5 here, on the 5-minute chart. We'll see. Get them a push up to that previous day high there. Maybe not. Looks like there's a battle going on. The orb is locked in, so this is a break of the, that could be a retest of the orb, and they keep pushing. Wow. What a drive. What a drive. Give me another one of them weird candles. Oh, push hard. Push. Push. Just didn't want to let me have it. Oh, Jake said he posted. Let's see, what's Jake posting about? Wow, beautiful trade, Jake. Nice. Beautiful. Got the got 5. And Up 600 plus. Nice. Thought I was too bad I got knocked out of that because they might. Oh, that's the candle I was looking for. I don't like it. I'm getting out of that. ATR is around 21, 22. Figure I better play it safe. Merlin caught the short from 88. Nice job, Merlin. I caught it up there too somewhere. But they stopped me out. That candle was the candle I wanted, that third one. Really not. Are you in it short? Wouldn't be. Not now. They're playing too many games with these hard wicks down and pushing them back up. Gotta be fast on the short play. Was you able to activate that other one? Something on Bull and Ox? Was it showing that you could end it or something? I'm gonna have to send them a ticket because none of mine are shown on there where I can click on them. Morning, Kim.
Morning, Kim. Good, get in. Damn.
21 EMA tap again on that drop. Yep. What I keep watching, that first one hit my 50 down here, and this one almost got to my 50 down there. Wick through the 21 on mine. Still, I mean, you gotta remember, we're still really bullish. The market is, regardless of what's going on. The actual market's bias is bullish on NQ, so you gotta be very careful with the short plays. Not that you should be scared to take them, but you might need a little more confirmation than usual. Or just pass on them altogether and look for the pullback plays to scalp the longs, or going to try to adapt a little different to the market today. The last couple of days, it's gotten choppy. I hadn't taken as many trades, and so I might switch it up a little bit today. Size down, and if I'm only getting 10, 15 points here or there, I'll probably shoot for it. Maybe. Or I'll just start rambling on about nonsense, probably. Don't forget to smash that like and push it out on YouTube further. Trying to see if we can't land some new community members today, some subscribers. We can get the room fired up and people in here, and we get 30 likes on the stream. I'm going to give away the Trader Mindset book to somebody in chat today. I might even go over a few snippets out of it like I did yesterday. I'll pull it up and pull some things out. Do. Special case says she's in it short. Don't know what she's doing over there. What's your entry price?
Want 5 more, so,
Oh, so you're good now. How many you got? 10?
the eval.
Yeah, it don't matter if it's eval. You got to trade it like a regular. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah.
I don't trade my evals the same as I do my funded usually. Usually I put a little more risk on the table if I want to pass them in a day or 2 or 3. One day. Well, I guess some of y'all probably know that because I full ported some evals the other day. Had 70 contracts. I figured, well, what's worst case scenario? I lose $60 if I blow 'em?
I got 354 in my funded, still working on my 40%. And I switched after that.
You know, if they can return price here down here to the 50, 5-minute 50 EMA, I might try to get long down here on this yellow line. That was a previous high. It's 8, so just no, $27,008. Plus you got the psychological whole number there, 27K is just below it. We'll see. They could just sweep the 1 minute here and bounce out of here. You see the ones getting ready. Although they can push it on down into the 80 percentile down here some more on the indicator. So we'll just have to see. Wow. See, sweeping the 50 on the 1 minute. See if they can keep this up here like this. Bullish today, for sure. See if I can go find us some kind of imbalances anywhere on the chart. Yeah, we have some on the 5 minute all the way down to 18. So we're almost getting out. Well, at 18 more points we'd be there. But then I don't know, I'm still liking this 50 on this previous all-time highs, this yellow line. As they was making drives up, I was marking the previous all-time highs as they was setting them. That's what these yellow lines are. Because then they can act as support and resistance when you get to them. If other confluences line up, such as a 5-minute 50 EMA here. Yeah, come on down here and snag mine up before you turn around. What what are you doing? I'm used to getting left at the train station on a daily basis anymore, so I wouldn't be surprised. Of course, we got some room for expansion on the 2-minute and 5-minute charts, but still, this can come down here and tag us 50 on the 5-minute and bounce because of where the 1 minute is. Maybe drive it back to the 50 on the 1 minute or higher. Hopefully, I don't throw in no death candle right here. Come on, let's go. Excuse me. Get that push. Should be able to give us a bounce up here to, you know, back to the 5-minute 50 or say about there. Said, no, maybe we want to visit the bottom of the orb here, the 30-minute. They need to protect this low back here to the left, though, if they want to drive this back up. Come on, let's go. Push. Push, 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 push. Beautiful. I don't need all them contracts, so they either need to push hard. Come on, let's go. Push. You can do it. Push. V shape. Baby, come on. Show us what you got. Push. Push, 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 push. Come on, you can do it. Got all that room to expand on the 1 minute. I see how it is. I gotta put protection in. I'm in some funded accounts, so I can't get too wild now. My entry right now is at 982. Beautiful. You're in at 982?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
10,
50?
not 10.
Golly, woman. She's got 10, not 50.
Yeah,
She said 50.
I did.
I was like, what?
I meant to say I'm at 982.
She's over here in the eval done trade 5 minis. Push. Push. You can get back up there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Go, 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 go. No, push. You got to sweep at least a 50 before you come down. Come on. Come on. Why is it doing me this way? And it's going to stop me. I got my stops real tight. All right, I'm down to 2. Hopefully it push back up here. Try and let these ride and see what happens. You say you're almost past that eval? Wow. I'm killing it over.
From you.
Swing one runner from 40 to 26, 836. Great job. Yeah, did decent on the long entry. Me and okay, I guess we're in at about the same price. 982. I'm in at 982.25. Is that what you're at?
983.
She's in at 983. Now she's not even watching me trade. We're in the same vicinity, but like she's not looking at my charts or what I'm doing. She's on, yeah, she's across the table over. I try to put her on the other side of the room, but nobody puts baby in the corner.
Ah.
That's funny. Come on, push up.
Incoming.
I sold one manually. I'll just the stop. That way I didn't ooh, don't stop me out now. Yeah, it could be ad on the pullback here, but I'm gonna have to stop out. I'm in them funded, so I gotta chill out. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna rotate out of these.
Okay.
What was?
Incoming. Funny.
All right, we're gonna get some evals here. Might end up hitting it a little hard here, so we'll see.
I can get back down.
Yeah, I don't even know why I just got. I thought I had mine set to something else. Oh well. Don't say that, Swang.
Really?
Trade together, bank together. You mean like trade together? She takes it all.
Hey.
Mom, can I have my allowance?
That's right.
Now we enjoy it.
He thinks he's a comedian today.
I'm a comedian every day. Some people don't think that some of my things don't like my humor, but oh well. I like to laugh. I like to live.
Nothing better. Get it?
You know the woman always controls the bank. Yeah. I don't have a problem with it as long as she brings home the bourbon. She controls bank. She brings home the bourbon. So.
Still. Nothing. I'm making another cup of coffee.
Now I'm really close to payout on these fundeds, but I rotated out because y'all hear me talk all the time about how you just need a little bit. You take, you pass it or you take payout or whatever. I'm not going to trade it again. Hopefully I hit it tomorrow, and if I don't, I don't. I'm not going to give back what I already put in them today because I'm trying to, get just a tad bit more. Yeah, that tad bit more is a count killer. So I rotated out, got some evals. I'm fine with doing that. And that's one of the biggest parts you're going to have to learn to control. I can promise you, for the rest of the day, I will not even think about touching them accounts. I don't care what the setup looks like. I don't care if it's an A+. I will trade an eval because I want to make sure I keep what I locked in, locked in. Not enough of a pullback. I want to buy more, but not at break even. I want to buy more down there around the 30-minute 50 EMA. I don't think we're going to be going back down that way anytime soon unless they just throw a crazy candle down there. Which I ought to put an order down here in case they do that. Maybe they want to do another retest down here because we got all these wicks down here on this orb line. You see this? Got one that swept it, one that tagged it there, one that almost tagged it there. So we could tag it again. Be almost like a quadruple bottom. Didn't even know I knew that word. What's what number?
Let's see.
Oh, man. Hope everybody's doing well so far today. Hopefully everybody's green. Don't forget to smash that like button. Invite your friends and your family and your other people from other socials and have them come hang out in the FTE community on the live stream. Laugh a little. Maybe even learn a little bit. I don't know if I can teach anything, but maybe they'll learn something. Even if it's to rotate out of your funded and not touch them again. Or how to keep your emotions at bay and not sweat when you're inside a trade like this one here going against me. Yeah, I'm in this long. You're in it short? I'm trying to fill small orders down there at the bottom of the orb. Matter of fact, I want more than that. Watch them blow through this. That'd be so sick. That's all right. I usually anymore don't copy trade more than 3 at a time, 3 evals. That way, if I get a little heavy on a trade or something, and it does go against me, I'm only out of $60, you know. And it gives me more accounts to trade with, especially on the live stream if something like that were to happen. But I don't recommend copy trading to nobody. Just so you know, just because I am don't mean you should. And if you think trading is risky or having a hard time controlling yourself, because once you learn to be 100% in control of the trade and not let anything creep in the back of your head when you're inside a trade, only then, and you show some consistency, rotating accounts one at a time. You know, sure, if you think you want to connect some accounts, you just got to remember that risk is multiplied by whatever you're trading, you know. I'm multiplying mine by 3 on this trade. There's been days where I've had 12, 15, or 20 hooked together and spreading the risk across that many. And there's no worse feeling than, say, get into a bad setup and you're copying that many and they all go red and you close out and you're like, did I really just do that? But those are the type of trades and the type of days that will help teach you as a trader how to handle losses and not let it knock you down, you know. And if it does knock you down, you got to get back up. You're only going to lose 100%. You will only be lose at trading 100% if you quit. Now, I mean, there's some people that never quit and maybe never get very far, but you know for a fact you're not going to make it very far if you actually give up on trading. So give it your all. Be patient. Stay disciplined. Don't trade like Special K. You're about to pass it. Mine are in the red. Excuse me. And see, you have to be fine when your plan's not right. I wanted more contracts here, but I only want them down there at the bottom of the orb low. I don't want them where that turned around under golden pivot. I'm not going to chase and buy more. Now, unless they decide to start driving this up.
Passed it.
Special K passed the eval, looks like. Congratulations. If they start driving this up, I'll try to hold out as long as I can, maybe add to my position on the winner on any pullbacks. That is if they give that to us. Sure, go buy another eval. They're only $19. I'm gonna go get some more probably. Well, not today, but the Bullock sale is extended through April 5th. Of course, Apex, I'm sorry, has a sell goal. Apex has a sell goal to the fifth tooth. Anytime Apex has their sale or extends it, Bull and Ox usually does the very next day. So. Melinda says, congrats, Special K.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, congrats, Special K. Can you come past mine for me? No, I'm good. Look at what they got going here. They might be building a W, and this being the right leg of it. For the win.
Thanks, Melinda.
I don't know what that was about. I think I'm going to try a prop. Someone on how to handle them will be appreciated. Well, Melinda's going to get a prop. You get it, Melinda. She's going to get into, I think she's going to start with a prop. She's been trading the Sims, remember, practicing? She's going to get her first prop.
Hey, Melinda.
You can do it.
I would start with Bull and Ox.
Well, maybe they don't want to extend this leg yet to the upside. Maybe they'll come back and retest this area down here. Let me put some orders back down here again. Oh yeah. Hey Merlin, yeah, you can have up to 11 masters. Once you activate them first 3, all you have to do is put your buffer in on one of the 3 to activate the 4th, and that starts the process that way. Buffer in one, you can activate the 4th. Buffer in the next one, you can activate the 5th. Buffer, and so on until you get there. Morning, Gore. Yeah, they don't have to be. They need to be funded, Merlin, but they don't have to take payout yet. Just all you have to do is put the buffers in, and you can start activating others. But I would recommend try to get to payout and take payout and use the payout to activate. So on and so on. Come on, let's go. So, while I'm waiting for see what my trade here is going to do, I'm going to scroll through the Trader Mindset book real fast and just try to stop on a page and see what we can talk about here. Oh, that was in the chapter. We're going to talk a little bit about the mindset of a precision trader. A precision trader does not care about catching the top, catching the bottom, hitting every move, looking smart, or predicting the market. What precision traders do care about: following the plan, waiting for confirmation, only trading high probability setups, managing risk, tight risk management, letting the trade come to them, and staying in control. That's the only snippet I'm taking out of that part of that book. Ooh, building emotional muscle through repetition. Yeah, we're going to skip that.
Go on.
Well, looks like I found myself in some chop. Horrible. Horrible on my part. That's okay. I'll be okay as long as they don't come down here and decide they want to blow through the 30-minute 50 EMA and the orb down here. I want them to protect that at all costs.
Okay. Go lay down.
She's been doing that every day. I think it's because she lost that cushion she ate up. I'm going to head over to Discord real quick. Let's see what we got going on over here. It's today already. So Merlin is posted in the Discord this morning. Green in 3 accounts. Looking good. Dave posted in the Discord. Passed the evaluation. Good job, Dave. Said he was $100 away from blowing the account. $100 away from blowing his eval, and today it is a new funded account. Great job, Dave.
Good job, Dave.
Talk about the comeback. And I'm pretty sure, I don't think Dave's on here, but I think that's maybe a 25K account. I don't know if it's a, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 25 maybe. Which is even crazier because a 25K has, you know, the take profit ain't that far. You know, it's only like 1,500, but I think his drawdown's 1,000, I think, which means he was $100 away from that and still able to bring it back. That's beautiful. Gotta love it. Bulinox. Yep. Man, looks like they decided maybe they want to kick his leg up out of here for the nasty looking W that they was trying to put in, instead of coming down and filling me up. So I'd have 20. That's okay. Just remember, guys, you don't need 10 trades a day. You need one good trade. Whether that be one good entry, one good exit, one good entry, scale out and let one run, one good entry, add to a winner as it's running. So I think once you learn that you don't need to scalp and be inside the chart all day long in a trade, and realize, you know, you don't need more action or more entries or more setups or more wins or more opportunity. The opportunities are there. You need to be selective on the opportunities that we take. Okay? Right. If just so everyone knows, the link to the reboot is at the very beginning of the chat in case we need it. I'm hoping we're be good to go. I made some adjustments to the stream software yesterday. Although that might be why it's a tad bit slower today. I see the lags a little back up close to 10, I think, seconds. But anyhow, there's also a link to the Discord up there and a link to the Traders Mindset book if anybody wanted to look at that. And that's what I plan on giving away today if we can get 30 likes on the stream.
Only at 12. Like,
Yeah, we in a holding pattern for sure. We're in a, this is right here was a W, but now it's a W. I just made special case for their coffee out. Oh man, it's a
seriously.
W. Oh man. Oh, okay. Too much fun. Sorry about that.
Goofy.
Uh, I should probably put a stop in, but it's not far enough in the green for me. Before I'm joking around too much and I end up losing. It's too late. I'm about break even now. I don't care. I'm putting small orders down here. They want to play games. We're going to play games too. Throw that death candle in there. See, now, I'm thinking, you know, like the third time I put my orders in down here, I'm thinking, you know, they put in one of these crazy candles, retest that low there, that 50 EMA on the 30 minute. They snag up my other 15 contracts and get a slight bounce, say back to the golden pivot. I sell 5, it's going to drop me my 15 all the way down to the bottom orb. So then not only am I going to be in the green, but I done move my price to like literally the lowest point in the orb. I know dollar cost averaging it ain't for everybody. Everybody has different opinions about it. I think if you do it built around structure and a trade plan, it's one thing. I think the problem is people will just start clicking the button for no reason. They see they're in the red, they start adding too soon, and then bam, you get the wrong kind of candle and you take an even bigger hit because, you know, like if I got 5, if they pick him up, I'll have 20, which is too many. And then if they decide to get down there and want to throw in a death candle once they get there, then I'm going to take a pretty good hit. Odds are stacked that they're going to bounce it, though. As many times it's tested it and got sucked back up, you have to take all that into consideration. Let's go. Thanks, Remod. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what we're here for, right? One thing you'll never see me do is be throwing orders on a chart and being quiet and not explaining why, what my thought process is around what I'm looking at. Now, that's really the main purpose of being here, is for the educational side. This ain't no signal room, so I appreciate that, Gore. Looks like you're a really good trader already, though, Gore. But I do appreciate that. I learn new stuff every day, every single day. Look at this drive. I guess, and here we are. I'm going to take my orders off again. Watch them turn around and come back. So I don't want to throw in a stop yet. I want to see them get some expansion in this leg here. Sorry about that. Had to mute myself and calm my horses down in here. They think it's a wrestling ring. Come on, let's go. I'm talking about. All right. I will take 2 at the high here. See if what they do at the orb high. I'm going to take 2. If they push there, guess I need to throw in some kind of protection to the bottom side here. I don't want to get completely out. I'll leave some to run, or if I need to add back to my position or anything. Appreciate it, Swain. Had to be patient on this one for sure, but eventually it pulled up out of there. Now I want to take 2, you know, I'll stop out if I need to with 2, but I'd like to take 2 on the long side up by the orb high. See how they react to that high, if they want to break through it or do they want to reject. We got a lot of room on the 5-minute chart to expand to the upside. So the 1 and 2, you know, they could be cooling off and chopping between the overbought and the 50-yard line. The 1 and 2 minute, but the 5 minutes just now crossing above the 50-yard line on the momentum indicator. And of course, we still have some room for expansion on the 1 and 2 here. But it looks like they want to push it down a little bit. Did you get you another eval? Did you?
Driving us out with 10
Dang, special K.
down at 12.
Your entry 7-11 with 12?
10.
10?
Nothing. Base. Sell order in 99.
All right, Merlin, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you on the next one, man. Oh, I took 2 of them.
Have a good one, Marilyn.
We'll see. Now I don't even really... Since they stopped 2, I'm going to take these 2 off because I want to let 3 run, see what it does. ATR is down around 14. Now, I'm not going to let this go in the red, so I'm going to put a stop way down here by the 50. Like that. And then I'll figure out the rest. I'm trailing it from here if it wants to go up. But I don't want to go back in the red, you know, and buy more after that. Well, my trade plan is going to be if this keeps going up, then I will move my stop based on structure or the 50, maybe just the 50 EMA, because in this bullish trend, they love to keep spiking down to the 50 on the 1 minute. I may scale, you know, 1 out. I want to see how they react to the orb high first. See if they try to push back up into this high of the day. Yeah, yeah, Gore, I know. That's why I had them orders. I kept setting orders down there from where my entry is here, thinking if it goes against me, I wanted to get filled down there with 15 more, but it never would go that far down. I was having a hard time getting past the 15-minute 50. So, but I like your plan there, because that's what I was thinking. We got this one that pierced through back here, and then these two touches. You would think they would protect this. It's almost like a triple bottom intraday here for a good push, but man, we didn't get it. That's what I wanted. I'm gonna put sell stop there for 1. I'll leave this one here. I'm gonna follow this one under this candle like that. Come on, let's go. Keep on pushing. See what they do on this pullback here. If they don't stop me out, I need to adjust that to 2. I don't want to. If they don't stop me out here and they bounce before they hit it, I might add 1 more since it stopped me out of that 1. No, they got me. I'm gonna get back in with 5 here. They got the yeah, I'm going long. Because they're also the 5-minute 50 EMA is just below it at like 710-ish area. So I'd be willing to buy more right here. Yep, yep. Come on, push. How's everybody doing today? Everybody green, hopefully? Or anybody slightly in the red? Hopefully everybody keeping the wrist tight. Or are we sitting on the sidelines more than anything else? Nice Gore posted in the P&L. Over 3K. Nice job, Gore. Looks like my position might be trying to give me the opportunity to buy some more.
Then it's
Looking for them to sweep down here, pick me up just above this golden pivot. You got that golden pivot, the trend lines here. Well, that trend line ain't right. I need to move it. Never mind. But the 15-minute 50 EMA and the golden pivot are smashed together here. You got the psychological number of 700 here. So, you know, you'd be thinking, yeah, well, maybe with the sweep, the 1 minute momentum indicator will be oversold, looking for the bounce. Don't mean that's got to happen, but I'm willing to put some risk up at that on the trade for that. May end up being more of a scalp situation, but only time can tell, right? The only reason I put the orders down there at 10 because I already have 5. If I pick up 20 down here, it'll get me closer to this area when I start scaling out on dropping my price down further. So typically, if you ever see me scale in heavy on a trade, you'll notice that I scale out of some pretty fast. You know, maybe go green just 5 points or something. I'll start scaling out because I want to have my entry price drop as fast as possible. That way it's easier to manage the trade. Don't look like I might not be getting that. We'll see what they do here with this leg. I'm going to leave them there in case they throw in some kind of wicked candle or something and push it back up. I'll leave them there for now anyway. You say you got 30? What's your entry? Wow, nice entry. You about past that eval already then? How close? Oh, is what you have left? Oh, I got you. So you need about the same. You can get that on this leg right here, maybe. With 30. My goodness. I know. Special K in a long position from 014 with 30 micros in eval. Had $1,500 more to go to pass this one. She done passed one today and locked in some green in her funded, didn't you, first? And then switched that at eval and passed it. Yeah, she said she locked 354 on the funded. See if we can let this run. I'm gonna try to hold on to them 5 for as long as I can before I start scaling out. We got plenty of room for expansion on the 1, 2, and 5 to the upside. You can see now if they close this candle nice, we're coming over the 50-yard line on the momentum indicator right here. We got 4 seconds to close. If it closes good, you could see an immediate leg up.
close great.
Yeah, it was a real good close. That's a nice candle there. I'm not going to be faked out by some kind of whatever kind of pullback they're going to try to do here. I don't think that's happening. I think they're about to leg this up, but maybe not. It is MQ. Sometimes it does the opposite of what we think it should be doing. So, you know, this could always come down and fill to this wick right here. A lot of times you got to watch that down here to say 38, 36. A lot of times they put in these candles here and they'll come back and hit these wicks. It's where, so they don't leave any imbalance in the chart when it's running. Special K does just depends on the trade. She's taken several trades in the last week and a half where she'll start a trade and add to a winner. Like say she'll just start with one or two, or maybe a little more than that. Usually one or two, and she'll end up adding in a winning position like a long, and she'll end up having anywhere from 5 to 15 sometimes, and it just keeps working her way. And then there's other times she's all in at one time and scales out.
It's on momentum now. Momentum.
Momentum and precision is what she says. That's what she does. It's about momentum trading and precision. She said if it wasn't for FTE, no, I'm just kidding. She'd say that. She would. She'd never give me that kind of credit.
Whatever.
Come on, let's go. I move my first sell order here to this structure break to the left.
Yes. I had on these calls.
Yeah, well, when she usually adds, it's usually the worst timing in the world. Yeah. Typically pullbacks, pullbacks into structure, maybe EMAs, somewhere where you have, she will add into confluence on a pullback. If she gets a pullback and there's no confluence there to be adding to the position, she will not add. No, we're not getting no beds out for them. They will tear them up. They can lay on the concrete. Let her get up there in your lap. Think you could hold that dog while you're sitting over?
Look at your Kim. Every time she comes over to me and get all over my leg.
Come on. You're welcome, Melinda. I don't know. I want to take some off here at this structure up here, like if they try to come up and break structure, but I think they're going to push this. I really do. Maybe I should put it, maybe they retest the high.
Go ahead.
Did I? Did you submit a ticket to them? Did you? They're usually pretty quick. Did it? That's completely up to you. You had a game plan put around that whole idea. Depends on if you want to now or use the payout to do it. You're already at payout though. Oh, you're working to get the consistency down, ain't you? No, it's hard than that. Yeah. Special K Bennett payout on one of these woolen ox, but her consistency's kind of messed up because that day last week she was down. I don't know if anybody on here remembers that. We was talking about she was down like $1,500 in this funded account. She brought it back 1,500 out of the red that day, and then put like 1,500 in it in the green. So, or I don't know, it was something weird. So it was like a $2,600 to $3,000 day, and that's not good on the consistency. Oh, gotta love it. But she's getting it there. She's close to the 40%. Taking them base hits every day. Well, Special K just passed eval number 2 today. Nice. Good job. Sounds like a good idea. Set up some screenshots. Special K posted a screenshot of that trade where she just passed. Passed that eval. I just said, Posted their P&L. Look at that. Locked in 354 on the funded. And past 2 evals since we've been on this morning. Good job. Good job, Special K. Come on, let's go. Should I keep holding, take 2 off where I have my order? Should I take that off there and see how far I can let these 5 run? They keep this up. This is eval. I'm copying 3 right now. I'm not touching unless I rotate into some other fundeds. I got some of those I can get in, but I'll hold them for a different play or a different trade setup. I'll let them 2 cover up there. I'm gonna go on and put a stop in here where we can lock in some gains. Just under this, I'm gonna put it to pre-market high right here. Oh, what are they gonna do with this candle? I'll put it under this candle. Beautiful long trade here. Now remember, this is the same trade I was in, and it stopped me out the first time, and as soon as it stopped me out, I bought 5 more. Because everything looked good for the long. You know, and they got all these EMAs are fanning out anytime they're getting in line like that and fanning, curling to the upside, the 9, the 21, the 50. And now you got your 50 on the 5 is fanned out from the 15. Fanned out from the 30. So Nice trade. Nice trade. Did anybody else get in on this long with us here? I know me and Special K was in it. She had a better entry than I did. Nice. Sold 2. Now see if they're going to try to reject off going tagging the getting close to that. I'm going to move these 2 up to right there, and I will hold 1 and let it run or add to my position. Say that they stop me out here on them 2, and then they do some kind of pullback down in here to I don't know, maybe the 9 or 21. I might cut it if it gets past the 9. You know, say it comes down past 70, might cut it. Now overhead we got previous day something here, this green line. Yeah, prior high 138 up here. They tagged that prior close, and now they're acting like they want to reject. You know, if they take these 2, I'll hold the last one. But if they break down below the pre-market high, you know what, I'm going to go and put a stop here. Let's say right here. That way I give it a little breathing room for them to come back and tag the pre-market high here. It'll stop me out, but then I'll still have the 1 and see if they bounce it or something. Otherwise, I need to take, I want to see if they come up here and try to tag this other previous day. What did I say that was? Can't even remember. Prior high up here at this 138 in here. I'll sell 2 there. Bottom of that 4-hour zone if they want to turn this around here. All right, so now I'm down to 1. 1 and 1, and see what they do here. They need to cool off the 1 and 2 minute momentum. And then the 5 still has slight room to expand to the upside. Now I'll move my stop up. If they're going to take this high out right here and keep pushing, I'll follow it with my stop. That way we're locking in. I'd like to see them push a little bit. I'd like to see them take that out. If they get up there, I'll be right at around, I think, 1,000 across in each one of these. 1,000 times. So 3,000 in this trade total. Seems like they're going to wick out up there real hard and reject. Maybe not. I'll leave it under this wick on this red candle here and see what they do. Daniel, I got 70 points on that long, closed at 6 a.m. high. Great job. So you closed out around 80, I'm guessing. I think that was at this pre-market high line, maybe. That's a beautiful long, Daniel. Great job. If they can push on up and closed at 103, I got you. Get to all the overnight high there, or just above the. If they can push up a little higher here, the 5-minute will be exhausted if they go up there and tag my sell at the top side. It'll be kind of stretched a little bit. It's getting close to 80% on the 5-minute. Either way, I'm just going to let this play out, stop out, or cover overhead, and then be done with these and rotate to the next one, because this was a nice long trade. ATR is around 12 or 13, and maybe rotate out and position in, look for something else. Probably a short trade, possibly. I don't know. Since it's bullish, it's going to be hard to find a decent short. When you get into you almost got to scalp the short plays, and then when a bias is bullish, you got to be looking for your pullback plays. They're safer trades, better setups. You can find better A+ setups to the long side when we're bullish than trying to counter trend trade, which is I love the short. I'm a bear, I think, overall. Love short, and I want to short it every time it gets to the top. But I guess it's time for me to fire up the old treadmill and do some walking. So it looks like what they're really trying to do here, the possibility is they're going to consolidate up here and try to drain the 1 and the 2 down some, maybe, and then get another leg up. We'll see if that's what they actually do. Not to say that they couldn't consolidate here and still somehow wick down there and stop me out, which is fine, but they could be flagging it. Oh, and that 138, that's all-time high now, ain't it? Yeah, I believe so. So if they flag it and leg it, there they are, going to be putting in another new high. I'm going to move this zone down to here. Somewhere. That. And then we'll see what they do here. I'm going to move my stop up a little bit here, just under the previous day high. No, I'm going to move it all the way up here. I'll probably get stopped out now. I feel like I've taken enough of the, caught enough of the position. I'm kind of ready to be out of this trade. Lock in that profit. Rotate out. Cat posted in the P&L. Passed a Lucid account today, and she met her goals for the funded. Congratulations, Cat. Nice. I like to see it. Oh man, did they really stop me out? Oh, nice trade. Beautiful, beautiful trade. So I'm gonna rotate out again. See what else I can do here. Oh man, let's see here. Appreciate that swing. We can go here. All right. I think I'm set up right here. Gotta go through the copier and make sure ain't nothing crazy tagged in there. Like that one day, some of my funded were accidentally tagged onto some evals, and I took a hit and had to take it across the few of the funded. Well, two, I think. Ooh, nothing worse than that. Like seeing all the charts and P&Ls inside the Discord. It's awesome. Everybody's having a great day, it looks like. I'm going to see they get this leg up here if they get to the all-time high up here again, which is at 138. Looks like, you know, I might be looking for a short play, possibly up there. Maybe we get, everything will be exhausted up here. So say maybe they tag it, maybe even sweep it, but get some decent rejection out of there for a decent pullback. Not that it's like a short the rest of the day, but maybe they get some rejection and come back down to say the 50 EMA on the 1 minute, back down to say, I don't know, let's say 75 to 85 or something like that, possibly. Could be a decent short play, flip and go long. I'm going to go ahead and set up for that sort of play and see what happens. I want to go short up here at the high, and then I want to see if I can get a short down into and flip long. One of two things are going to happen. They're going to react to it and reject, or they're going to bust through it and drive it up harder. So I'm willing to risk it on either side. The fact that it's so extended and so exhausted, I'm okay with trying the short front loading. And then if it goes against me, I'll just manually cut my trade and wait for a decent pullback. Could be one of them things, momentary pullback, or, you know, maybe I have to scalp out of it. It might not give us much of a pullback. Should, because where it's at, but what it should do and what it does do is two different things. Do what? If anybody's new here, don't forget to smash that like button on the stream. Help push it out there further. Get our community grown. Maybe find some new members. Well, let's go. Give me a fast candle. Wick up to the top side and then reject. Do what? It is about 11:15 market time. ATR is around 11. Come on. Fast wick up in there. Don't have to pick them all up, just get some of them. This idea will be invalid if they drop this here too far. You know, they could still just be flagging this and try to drain off the momentum indicators and then push right through all this area. It's a possibility. Because I'm aware of that. I'm aware of the risks surrounding it. Aware that I might need to just manually cut my trade, which I don't have a stop in, so, which I usually don't, at least not until after I'm in a trade and see what it's going to do. I typically close out manually if I need to, if it's going against me. Now, if the ATR was really high or something like that, really volatile, and we're doing some first reaction trades like we do with pivots in our precision entry zones, a lot of times then I'll go ahead and set in a stop, because with them trades you're expecting price to touch and immediate reaction the opposite direction, and so I always keep my stops tight on a trade like that, because if I don't get the immediate reaction to the opposite way, then I want to be out of the trade. And on those, using a stop works way faster than hitting the close button with the mouse if you get a crazy candle. So what we got going here, this could be a pullback into a long play, really. See if they try to drive this down much more. See, it didn't take much of this down move for the momentum indicator on the 1 minute to get close to the 50-yard line, which allows enough room for this to push past my orders on the 1 minute. Although the 5 minute is still cooked up there on the overbought side. I'm going to let it be what it is for right now. I'm going to leave the orders there. Now, if they drop this down, say, maybe to the 50 EMA on here on the 1 minute, down there around that pre-market high, the pink line, then I would have to take them orders off there. Think about going long. I should probably take these orders off anyway, because the fact that they got within that close to that all-time high and tagged that 4-hour zone with that slight rejection there, although they could still come up here and find some resistance up there. I'm willing to put up a little risk on it still for now. or they could go straight through it and go to like 150 or possibly even 27,200. So looks like we're about to find out. All right, we're in with 5. All right, we got Melinda is posted in the P&L. Couple green accounts, nice, over $1,000 locked there between them two. Beautiful, beautiful. I like it. All right, let's see if they're going to try to rip my face off here. What I want to say, I don't care if they push up and pick the rest of these up. I'd prefer that they pick all 20 up. But say they do, I want to see a fast reaction candle down here to cool everything off. The 1, 2, and the 5. And then I will flip long. This will be a short to long play if it'll set up. Or they might be thinking in their mind, no, nope, Vindy, we're gonna rip you to pieces on this one. Yep. Melinda's got another one in there. Good job, Melinda. Oh, one's from yesterday, one's from today. Still all green. Great job, Melinda. Looks like I picked up 10 more contracts. We ain't scared. Go and pick the other 10 up. And then show me that death candle. Oh, yeah. Do it. Pick them up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, so close. So close that it almost picked them up. Are we going to find our rejection? Nice. Come on. Push down. So I need to get rid of these. And then I'm going to put a stop in place if they keep pushing. Push, push, push. Otherwise, I need it to push down, say at about 115 or so, and I'll move that stop into place. Otherwise, I'll hold on, because if it does go against me, I'll hold it for now. Thing is, I don't really have any structure to base it off of. We're at the high, so, you know, like earlier, Melinda had put something there about the fib extensions and all that. And then we got that R2 pivot up there at 253. Whew, I ain't holding till there. Not 1 minute. Or 10 micros, the equivalent. So good job, Leonard. Yeah, the trend is your friend, usually, unless you try to counter trend trade it, like I am right now. I know it's bullish, but inside every bullish market, there has to be a relief or a release valve. You know, they got to pull back. Is this going to be it? There should be a high probability that you hit at the high of the market that you're probably going to get some pressure relieved off of it, but that don't mean it's got to happen. Resistance 1, resistance 2 on the pivots, and resistance 3. There's only 3 to the upside and to the downside. The bottom is the S1, 2, and 3. Support 1, 2, and 3. And then the golden pivot is the most important pivot on the chart, which is somewhere way down here at 990. The golden pivot, the way to use I love playing golden pivot plays when they hit, but the way to look at that is usually if the price is trading above the golden pivot, as far as the intraday, usually on the intraday, if you're trading above the golden pivot, the bias is bullish, below is bearish. Yeah, no problem. They're good to have on there. Pivots are one of my favorite things to have on the chart. High probability that a lot of times you're going to get reaction around them pivots, especially if you can add confluence to them with anything else. Look at this, they're going to try to squeeze me. Squeeze me. Squeeze me. What are you doing? Oh, it shall be. I want more, but I need to wait. I need to wait and see. Oh, so glorious. Dun, 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 dun. Close to the 150 mark. So now we swept the high. Didn't really get that great a push, so I added to my position. I will try to scale out of the first 10 pretty quick here, if we can get a drop. Come on, let's go. Push. I might not get the rejection I want, but I might just have to take the rejection that I get. You know, up here trading with 20 micros. They might say, no, we're going to rip this to the other side. Sorry there. I would really like to see the rejection here at the high and come down to the 50 EMA on the 1 minute so that I can flip long. I want to do a short to long and see how much I can put in the eval. If they do start going my way here on the rejection, I'll add to my position down at the 50. That way, if we get down there, once my last one covers, I'll try to go long, probably 20 or 30 off of that level. But first, I need to wait and see how this is going to react. They keep building these mini flags, leg up, mini flag, leg up, mini flag. So come on, let's go. Fast rejection. Get through the first 15. The bulls are strong, trying to keep it up here. I'm going to try to stay as patient as I can. This is what happens when you try to counter trend trade something, especially when it's bullish. Coming up on a 11:30 market time. Maybe I'll see my drop on the half hour mark. It's usually a good time of the day for a pullback. Oh my goodness. Come on, give us a death candle. Show me the money. Is anybody else trying to short up here at the high? Or am I all by myself trying to counter trade? Sure. Safest bet is to not be up there doing it with me. Come on, let's push. Come on, come on. Beautiful. Beautiful push. Going down to the 50 EMA. Let's go. Pull these in a little bit tighter here together. Now watch, I'm gonna leave that there because if they stop me out, if they whip this back the other way, it'll stop me out and put me long 5 right there. So we'll wait and see how that plays out. So either way, either if they go down, they will cover my last 5 and I'll be long from down around the 50. If they stop me here, I'll be long here. Now I need to close all this out. Flip short to long there. See what they want to do here. Nice. Keep pushing. And see, that's what happens when you're in a bull trend. I mean, look at that. That's all they would give us on that pullback, knowing good and well we should have come all the way down to the 50 down here. But no. House, I'm not really understanding the question. What exactly are you talking about trying to do? Where are they going to go? They're going to try to go to 200? Move back to 180. Come on, let's go. Push. Oh, I got you on in the control panel. I don't know why it wouldn't automatically be showing you all that in the account center or in the control center. You are talking about like where your toolbar is, right? Like with connections, workspaces, tools, the help and the chat and all that on that page. I'm not sure if that's all it's showing you. I don't really know what the answer to that is off the top of my head. Well, they closed me out of that. So like, can you see like your buying power, cash value, uh, excess intraday, initial intraday margin, initial net liquidation, and gross realized, unrealized, and all that, and total P&L? Can you see all those columns? Are you? All I can see is X6. Can you right click on the number and change something in the settings maybe? Well, they stopped me out there, everyone. On the flip trade, short to long. Let's see here. If you're new to the stream and hadn't already liked the stream, Smash that like button, help push it out there on YouTube further. There's a link to the Discord at the very beginning of the chat. There's also a link to the FTE Trader Mindset book to help with your mindset and the psychology side. There is a link up there at the beginning if for some reason stream dropped, but we seem to be past that point in the day. It usually don't drop this late. Every now and then it has, but they're going to try to give us the pullback here to the 50, or are they going to bounce it again? Thanks, Remod. You're over there trading it short. Thinking it might be a long play here coming up, possibly a sweep of the 50 on the 1 minute, but we need to see how it would react really, because maybe they want to pull it back further than that, especially if they take this wick out right here, considering how well they push that. If they take that out, we could see some more downside. Yeah, all they get for a pullback right here, possibly. They keep doing these small pullbacks, just enough to drain that 1 minute pretty down pretty good under the 50-yard line, and then they want to bounce it again. Now the 2 minutes on the 50-yard line, and then the 5 minute, it's way up there, 80% oversold. I mean bottom, sorry, overbought. Come on, come on. Is everybody doing good today? Everybody green? Are we learning anything? Patience? Jeff said hovering around break even today. Nothing wrong with that. I take break even any day of the week over taking a big hit or something. It's a great job on that. All right, Melinda, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you on the next one.
See you, Melinda.
So why is a lot of traders will think that the habits that'll make you be a consistent trader is a great strategy, a new indicator, maybe a bigger account, maybe better entries, or more knowledge. But none of those actually create consistency. Consistency comes from routine. Your habits control your emotions. Your structure controls your execution. And your routine controls your discipline. When your trading is built on routine, you don't trade emotionally, you trade intentionally. Come on, let's go. Where are you going? Coming down past the 51 on the 1 minute. And I'm going to have to think about getting along here somewhere. See how it reacts down to this overnight high and previous day high. If it don't bounce here at the 50. Yeah, come on down. It'd be nice to see them put a death candle down to the 5 minute 50 right down here where they consolidated and this leg started. But I just don't know if they're going to get it down there without some kind of bounce. Come on, let's go. Push. Or are you going to drop some more on me? How much did we give back here? 136 to... yeah. I'll take 2 up there if we can get up there and trigger. See if we get our bounce play out of this area. Need to get us a candle over candle situation here when this closes, maybe. Don't come back down and stop me out. Let's go. Push. Nice. Keep pushing. Push. Not ready to do the push. We'll see. I'll be patient. Give it a minute or two here to breathe and see what it wants to do. Come on, come on. Show us what you can do. Did anybody get a decent move on that short there? Did somebody take it short? ATR sitting around 13, 14. Hawks under short. I'm going to try to go in heavy, add to my position heavy at the 50 EMA on the 5-minute if it gets there, and see if we get a good reaction bounce out of that. I think if they were able to push it down there and fill them orders, we should see a decent little bounce there. Not necessarily that it's going to V-shape or anything, go back up, but we could get a bounce and then possibly a leg back to the downside. But excuse me. What are they going to try to do here? Acting like they want to hold it right there. Go on, push down. I'd like to see a fast candle to the downside there and tag that area where my orders are, and then quick tag to it and suck back up. What I don't want to see is a quick tag to it and continuation to the downside. That would be bad for me. Structure wise though, we should see if it can sling down there and snag them, I think we'll get a bounce out of there. Might not be a complete reversal type thing going back long, but we should get enough bounce I can get in and scalp out if I need to and get a decent base hit maybe. Oh, so close. Just smack them. 1, 2, 3, boom, smack them. I know you ain't about to leave my orders down there now. Not after putting me in the red so far, and then you're gonna bounce. Come on back through here and smack them orders. Well, how about that? Gotta love when that happens, huh? Back in the green almost. Wow. They wouldn't let me have 33. They only want me to keep 3. All right, then. Put this down here around the 50 on the 1 minute. Maybe I can take profit up there in that area. Be done with this trade. Look at him. Look at him go. Go on and push up there. Come on, let's go. Now this is, you know, the kind of reaction that I was hoping to see. But I was hoping they'd come right here and pick up those 30 contracts and then give us this candle over candle leg back to the 50. So they left me at the train station, but we stopped out in the green. That's fine. Base hit. That's what it's all about. We've got rotated through several accounts already today. Been a while since we had a start to the day where we can do that. It feels like. Really proud of and thankful for all the support from everyone showing up and showing out, you know, day after day, and then locking in that green, sharing it in the P&L every day means a lot. I wish we could hit 30 likes on the stream and get more people in the community, or get more members in the community, get people more involved, and get them likes up. That way I can give away a copy of this book to someone. I'm pretty sure it probably won't be too long from now. I don't know when, but I've already been working on some stuff on the side. But I'm probably going to start a redoing the precision trading course. It'll be more like the precision trading course 2.0, and got a lot of things to add and some other things to go over. But it'll take time to get through it all and get it ready and the modules done. So kind of excited about getting to work on that. I've been taking notes on what I want to do in the 2.0 version for quite a while. So what are they going to do here? It looks like we might they're going to try to keep this under the 50 on the 1 minute and start driving this down. They still have some room to drain the 5 minute momentum indicator off, so I still think, oh, it's a possibility they could try to bounce it out of that 50 EMA on the 5 minute there, around 55, 50 to 55. We'll see. I might try to take a trade down here, see how it reacts to that 50 to 55 area. Maybe they decide they want to take it even further down. Who knows? Um, Moment of truth. See what it does right here between 50 and 55. And then see if they print a first green candle, decent size. Ooh. I think now the 15-minute is right here. And I will load up down here. I will go long in this for first reaction at this level. If they can get there. They still have quite a little bit of room for expansion to the downside on the 5 to at least get down to this level. But we'll see how they close this candle. This could be the sweep of the 5-minute one, the 5-minute 50 MA, and bounce it. I still think we're going to get a leg down to the 15-minute 50 though. ATR is around 17. Oh, come on, let's go. So I guess I wanted to just sweep the 5-minute 50 EMA there. Really hoping it was going to give us another drop leg here to the 15-minute. Oh, maybe not. I don't really have to take any more trades at the moment. I'm good where I'm at as far as where I am with my accounts. I don't need to trade anything else unless I want to rotate to some more and start some more. So, but I would like to take a trade out of this area down here with this set if they can give us a quick move to the downside. Needs to be with some speed though. Fast down move, suck it right back up. Looks like they're building a little bear flag here. They may not try to take it down. They could absolutely build this out right here. Like this. Watch and see what they do here. You know, they can wick out of here, but they could build this little flag here and then see if they try to take this back out of the top side of the box. Could be worth playing a long trade here if they try to break out of the top side of this. I don't know if I'll take it. I think I would still prefer it down here where my orders are at, but it's also something I might not get. So maybe I'll take a small position long out of this if they can break out of here. Look like maybe some momentum's coming in. ATR is still around 15. But they need to close out of here and like close above the orb high, you know, get up around 68, 70, close up here on this break of structure, and then, you know, see where they close this candle. If they close above the orb high, I'm going to take a small long. And then if they break out of the bottom of the box, then I will wait and hopefully be able to get long down there where my orders are at. Expansion to the downside would make a long play look better, though, to be honest. But what are y'all's trade plans? Is there anybody trying to get long, maybe further down, or is everyone almost about done for the day? I want to see this close above the orb high. Nice. So 30 something seconds left though. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful push out of there. See how it closes though. About 15 seconds. Took entry on the close. See what kind, see if they can do some kind of candle over candle situation here. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I think they're gonna do better than that 50 EMA for sure, from what it looks like. Maybe not, but it looks like they will. I got a lot of room for expansion to the upside. See if the buyers are going to step in and take control. If they can get us another nice green candle closing above, say about pushing it close to say 100, anywhere from 90 to 100 or so. If they can get a nice candle push here and close nice, it could really find some legs maybe. If they don't, it could just come up and sweep the 50 and another leg down. course, the 5-minute has all the room in the world to expand to the upside. I'm just going to try to be patient and let the kinks get worked out on the 1 and 2 minute momentum indicators and see if they let this thing go to the upside. We had a lot of rejection right here at the top of this zone. You see all these wicks over here. So I'm going to try to take 2 there. We can get there. Or I'll take 2 down here and stop out. I'm already in the green in these, so I need to protect what I have and not be getting myself in a situation where I'm red. Nice. Keep pushing. Close above the 50. Oh, keep pushing. Now about 13 seconds. You need to close above. Close above. Not looking good. If I better put another stop in. Come on, let's go. Push, 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 push. Decent little base hit push out of our box we built. Our chop box down there where they was bear flagging. Patience pays, you know. Patience pays. I'm going to move this to the 50 because protect our capital. If they stop me out, then I will take this sell order off and leave the last one overhead. I need to move this up a little bit though. So I'll take this one off. That way it has more room to run. Or they may stop me out. You see it closed under the 50 twice now. The last 2 candles. They can't seem to get it pushed past that area. At least not yet. Alright, I'm all out. That was a decent little base hit. Seems been a pretty solid day so far. Guess I can take my box off. Now they want to close above the 50. Of course they do. Usually how it works, man. They stop you out and then go. Excuse me. Wow, they still closed it under the 50 though. That don't look good on the long side. They got to get a good clean close over it. Hard one. Although they could cool the 1 and 2 minute off a little bit because the 5 still, you know, way down there. It's got all the room to go up, so could consolidate here a little bit. May end up needing to put in another chop box if they're going to flag this out now. And let them do that for a minute before maybe they try to break up to the upside. How about find something else out of the book to look at? Yeah. 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 Anybody have any questions that I might be able to help out with? Throw them in chat. Or if maybe you're having a psychology or mindset thing you're dealing with, put it in chat and I'll see if I can look it up in the book that I wrote. And we'll cover it right out of the mindset book. Yeah, I'm swing pretty much done for the day. Yeah, price is a little weird right now. The price action is, especially they couldn't get it above that 1 minute 50 MA. So I believe, though, they could just be toying with us here. Uh, Jeff said need guidance on how to stop moving stops. Thank you. Yeah, Swing said that's a tough one. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So, I can't find that section in the book, Jeff, but let's go at it like this. Say, you need guidance on how to stop moving my stops. So what you're saying is you get into a trade and you're either moving you're moving your stop loss or your take profit or maybe both. the best place to begin with that is to start basing them completely around structure, unless you are a R&R type trader, you know, like you have a set standard, you know, a 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 or 5-to-1 or whatever the risk and reward strategy that you might use as a trader. But you need to practice using your structure as your guidance for your take profit and your stop. And your stop should be placed either where structure invalidates the trade or where your max loss would want to be to take on that trade. And it's just that you have to leave them there. And the longer you do that, the more reps you put in doing that, the easier it becomes. You know, you see no reason to move to stop because you just want to lock in the green and move on and be able to trade another day. Emotionally and mentally, there's always things moving on the chart that makes it hard to do such things, but you'll get there. You keep putting in the reps and you'll absolutely get there. Well, it looks like they finally gave us that move above the 50 on the 1 minute. Hmm. Got to remember they had that 5 minute exhausted with all that room to the upside still. Although it looks kind of like it could be on track for some miniature legs up, miniature pullbacks, another miniature leg up. Did anybody catch this long out of there? From when we drew that chop box on and broke out of the top side of it, maybe carrying it long, or maybe have a runner on. Well, swing. We all have days like that. What's important is that maybe you realize it. Because that could be an account killer, really. You're mentally checked out. There'll always be plenty of trades out there. Just step away. And protect that capital. Let's see here. He posted in P&L earlier. She locked 354 on a funded first thing this morning, and then she got an eval, passed it with 3,042. Turned around, bought another eval, and passed that one with 3,067, and she said, "I'm done." I locked in. I'm green across the board. I locked in 500 something all through the fundeds, and then I locked in almost a grand in some evals, and almost 600 some evals. And I hadn't rotated through everything yet. What do you mean? Who started trading first? In general, as a trader, or today? I did. I've been trading a long time.
Right here.
Yeah, my wife's only been trading about a year. I'd say I've probably been trading about 15 years and about 3 years full time.
I learned from the best.
Oh, thanks, baby.
Keep it grounded.
Well, we all need to keep each other grounded, and that's the important part of building a community like this, because trading is lonely.
Not yet.
I copy trade. My wife does not copy trade, at least not yet. And I don't copy trade every day. Sometimes I'll just rotate through accounts. It depends on the day. If I'm gonna keep risk small and take small size, I will, and depending on the day, I'll try to copy trade. Most of the time, at least 3 at a time, which that also depends on day as well. But a lot of times it seems to be 3, and I try to take particular setups. A plus plus setups, because it's not been real active during the day on the stream. I've been taking some trades a day that had been skipping, that I could have took the last couple days, but I just been staying away from them. But yeah, I copy traded. I have to copy trade some, or I'll never rotate through these accounts. Not doing them one at a time. I'd rather hook a few up and wait for a particular trade, because then I only got to take one trade or find one trade instead of find however many number of trades if you're rotating accounts individually. That can be real hard to do some days. I've got 32, Jeff. Between evals and fundeds. Yeah, well, I got a bunch of, past evals stacked up. You just never know when something's going to happen. And
You're lost up and you lose.
I have lost some accounts because of my computer freezing up or some kind of glitch, or like the trade. I was in a trade in pre-market this morning. And I was in it long and I was in the green pretty good. I did have some stops moved into place to protect me, and all of a sudden it froze. And I was like, what in the world? Because usually anytime that happens, somehow I end up in the red or I end up blown. But anyhow, I was finally able to get back in, and it must have took my take profit because my stops were still sitting on the screen and I was out of the trade. So I did decent, but no, my code right now, the FTE codes at Bullinox and Trade Day, I don't think I have a big enough following yet to get on with Tradeify or TPT. But as soon as I do have a big enough following, I'll at least try Tradeify and Apex and maybe Lucid. And possibly my funded futures, maybe. All in due time. Trying to get the community grown, get bigger, pushing, trying to get this stream out there bigger. Comments and likes on it, and get more interaction on my shorts. People liking and commenting on that. That all help YouTube go faster. I don't know, Slang. I don't know. First off, I don't know that you would have a problem live with personal money, because I think the thing that froze is was, well, the prop firm, my accounts disconnected from NinjaTrader is what happened. NinjaTrader didn't freeze. Bullinox disconnected from NinjaTrader. Yeah, it don't happen often. But see, if you're trading with personal capital somewhere, you're not going to run into that because that's not how you're hooked. Although I don't really have any intentions on ever starting a cash account to do futures. Well, I mean, both YouTube and TikTok, really. I'm really surprised TikTok hadn't taken off further than it has right now. The best platform that has taken off for me was Facebook. I think it's only been a month, and I did something on Facebook about a month ago, and I went from no followers to over 1,000 before. And YouTube's just now, we're still 4 away from hitting 700. No, Jeff, I've not been moved to live. I was trading with, got an email one time about that, and I never responded a few months back. And then I eventually ended up blowing the account that I had anyway, so I guess it didn't really matter. But I never responded to it. They only sent it once. I know somebody out of Discord got moved to live on TPT after his first payout, I think is what Cole said in Discord, which I can't believe that. I ain't never heard of them doing that to anybody. It was his first payout. It wasn't nothing astronomical, you know. It was just a typical payout. I think he was just over the threshold to take the minimum, if I remember right. I'd have to go back and look, but I know he posted about it in Discord. Yeah, I thought it was weird. Well, I think he was kind of bothered by the fact that they would do that because it was his first payout. He had just gotten, past his buffering to whatever to get his minimum payout. And then they wanted to move him to live, and he was going to have to start back over and build his buffer back in or something. I don't know. Looks like about 7 people voted on the poll. If we are green, 86% said yeah, 14 no. That's pretty good odds there. 86% are green. Come on, let's go. coming up. It's about 12:45 market time. They could be in another slow grind move back to the upside here. It's a good possibility. But since I'm good across the board, I think I'm going to call it here. I'm going to call it a day here, since it's close to lunchtime here for me. And I'll see everybody back here, same place, same time tomorrow. And we can finish the week out strong today. Yeah, today's Thursday, so yeah, finish the week out strong tomorrow. And maybe lock in some more good trades. I hope everybody stays green today. Stay safe. And I appreciate everybody showing up and showing out. I really do. Thank y'all so much. And have a great rest of your day.
I'm